Hey guys, Quackers Clocks here with another set of NFL predictions. This time it's preseason week 3. Just so you know, I'll be eating something in the background. So anyway, the first game on the docket is the Chicago Bears and the Seattle Seahawks. I'm gonna think the Bears are gonna win, despite their backups. Nathan Peterman actually looked really good last week against the Chiefs. As for the Seahawks, they don't even have a quarterback, so I don't think they'll be successful. But yeah, I think the Bears are going to win this one despite how shitty they are. So yeah, that's the Bears. The Carolina Panthers take on the New England Patriots. The Panthers actually did really good with Baker Mayfield under center. And, coming from a person from Cleveland, we do miss Baker a lot. But I wish him well in Carolina. And the Patriots, I think the Patriots are going to win this one. Because I know they lost to the Giants, but that's pretty much tradition at this point. But yeah, I'm going to be picking the Patriots. I mean, sorry, Panthers. You look pretty good for now, but can't wait until they're 5-12 under Matt Rule again. So yeah, I'm picking New England for that one. The New Orleans Saints take on the Green Bay Packers. And, yeah, this isn't like week 1 of last year where they got completely pummeled. 38-3 or something. I'm going to have to say the Packers. I mean, the Packers, they lose to San Francisco last week. But it was a close game. They kept it close. I mean, preseason doesn't really matter, but I like doing these predictions anyways. Just like, But, yeah, I think the Packers are going to win their first preseason game against the Saints. Hopefully, Andy Dalton does pretty well. I know, like, Trevor Simeon's on the Bears and Andy Dalton's on the Saints and stuff like that. But, it wasn't actually a trade. Those were both free agent signings. So, yeah. Anyways, I'm picking the Packers to beat the Saints. Hopefully I'm not wrong. But, I don't think they'll have Jameis Winston out there this week. Sorry about that noise in the background. It's work going on outside. I just moved into my dorm for my sophomore year of college, so. Okay. The Houston Texans take on the Los Angeles Rams. I think the Rams are going to win because the Texans don't really have a team right now. But Lovie Smith hopefully will be a better head coach than David Culley was. I don't know what's going on outside. Sorry about that. Anyways, I'm picking the Rams. The Texans, clearly, they don't have a team right now. They did beat the Saints last week, but the Texans still don't impress me. They've been 8-25 past 2 seasons, which isn't good. So, and even with Deshaun Watson over there, that wasn't they went 4-12 a couple times with Deshaun Watson. But yeah, I'm picking the Rams. The Denver Broncos play the Buffalo Bills. This is gonna be I'm going to say the Bills. I mean, the Broncos looked really good against the. I forget who they played, but they smacked them. But it's gonna be a close matchup. The Bills are gonna win it. I know they did beat the Colts, but I think the Bills have a chance to beat the Broncos. So yeah, I'm picking the Bills for that one. The Lions, the Detroit Lions, play the Indianapolis Colts, and I'm going to say, I'm going to say the Colts. The Lions aren't really a convincing team either, but they do have a stud in Aiden Hutchinson, and he's NFL ready. Like, he will probably be a starting defensive end for the Lions. And he's the second overall pick, so yeah. I think I'm going to pick the Colts, though, because they have the better team. They have Matt Ryan under center. Sam Ehlinger also. Second-year kid out of Texas. So, yeah. I'm picking the Colts. The Washington Commanders take on the Kansas City Chiefs, and I know Google hasn't updated their logo yet. Which is sad to me, because they haven't updated the logo for the Cleveland Guardians yet. So, they still have the block C. But yeah, as a Chiefs fan, I'm rooting for the Chiefs. I gotta pick the Chiefs. But Washington could make it a game, but I mean, again, preseason doesn't really matter. So if the Chiefs lose, I mean, we lost in embarrassing fashion to the Bears last week, so I mean, we had a 14-0 lead at half, and then we completely blew it with 19 unanswered points. So, yeah. But hopefully we'll beat the Commanders. And I don't particularly like calling them the Commanders, though. So, but, will the Packers have a top 10 offense? No. Just kidding. They probably will, because they're the Packers. Anyways, let's move on to the next game here. The Las Vegas Raiders take on the Miami Dolphins. Ooh, this is last time they played the Dolphins, it went to overtime, and Daniel Carlson kicked the game winner. I am going to be picking the Raiders. Not because the Dolphins are terrible. They do have a pretty decent team on their roster. They just got former Chiefs receiver Tyreek Hill. But the Raiders, yeah. The Raiders aren't really convincing to me. Actually, no, the Dolphins aren't convincing enough, but they're decent. I'm going to be picking the Raiders for this matchup here. The Pittsburgh Steelers take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. This is going to be the Steelers. The Jaguars aren't really that great. I mean, they're 0-2 in the preseason right now. Counting the Hall of Fame game between them and the Raiders. But I'm good picking the Steelers. They have a pretty decent roster. Kenny Pickett looks really good. I think he's NFL ready. And the Jags, who do they have? Jake Luton at starting QB? I don't even know. Besides, plus Trevor Lawrence. But I'm going to be picking the Steelers. The San Francisco 49ers take on the Minnesota Vikings. I'm going to say the 49ers win this one. Trey Lance looks really good. As for the Vikings, they do have some pretty good backups. Kellen Mond, I liked him at Texas A&M, and I think he's going to do really good as a backup. And they also have Sean Mannion as well. So, and I mean, Kirk Cousins wasn't going to play anyway, despite him testing positive for COVID. It was either going to be Sean Mannion or Kellen Mond, so there's no way. Anyway, I'm picking the 49ers for this matchup here. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers take on the Tennessee Titans. This is going to be a pretty interesting matchup, but I'm going to say the Bucs. Because, you know, Tom Brady will be back after this game. And Blaine Gabbert looks good, I guess. And Kyle Trask also looks pretty decent. And, you know, I don't know any of the other receivers or backup linemen or whatever. But I'm picking the Bucs for this one. So, yeah. The Dallas Cowboys take on the Los Angeles Chargers. Oh, that's who got beat by the Broncos last week. But I am going to be picking the Cowboys. The Chargers look like a pretty good team. Chase Daniel's a good backup. But the Cowboys, who do they have a backup QB? They have 3 other backups. They have Ben DiNucci. They have I don't remember, but you know, they look pretty decent. The Cowboys could beat the Chargers. I think the Chargers are going to lose to the Cowboys. I'm picking the Cowboys. The Philadelphia Eagles take on the Cleveland Browns. I think the Browns are going to win this one. They did beat the Eagles in 2020, I think. And I think the Browns could beat the Eagles. I don't even know who the Browns have. 4 QBs on their roster right now. Deshaun Watson, Josh Dobbs, Josh Rosen, and Jacoby Brissett. But I think the Browns could win it against the Eagles here. So, yeah. The Cincinnati Bengals take on the New York Giants. I'm going to be picking the Bengals. The Bengals have a really good team. And I think they could beat the Giants. I mean, Giants showed a lot of grit against New England last week. And I applaud them for that. But I'm going to be picking the Bengals to beat the Giants. So, the Baltimore Ravens take on the Arizona Cardinals. So, I'm going to be picking the Cardinals. The Ravens, I don't know if they won or lost last week, but I'm going to be picking the Cardinals because of their home field advantage. They do have, I think Colt McCoy is still on their roster. So, yeah, I'm going to be picking the Cardinals against the Ravens here. Plus Lamar Jackson isn't playing. Tyler Huntley's probably playing. But, the Ravens played the Titans last week, and I think they won. But, Cardinals look like a better team. They have a better defensive scheme. But I'm picking the Cardinals here. Rematch of the London game last year. The Atlanta Falcons taking on the New York Jets. I'm going to be picking the Jets. No. I'm going to be picking the Falcons. Desmond Ridder actually looks really good as a rookie. He was really good in college at Cincinnati. I think... I'm sorry, Jets, but the Jets aren't really convincing. They have Joe Flacco on their roster, and he's pretty old, and I'm not exactly sure how Zach Wilson is. I'm not sure why they even started Zach Wilson in the first place because, he's their starting quarterback. But I'm picking the Falcons to beat the Jets. And those are my predictions for Week 3 of the preseason. We will conclude our preseason predictions next week on August 25th. See ya.